Oh, shit. First thing I say. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's happening. Wait for it to show up on YouTube. There we go. It is indeed showing up on YouTube. All right. So I want to copy this. Yeah. Okay. All right. We managed to get that done at a lot, in a much quicker pace that time around. I guess I better get started. So, hello. Even though I was already fucking started, it's like like 2 fucking minutes of me of dicking around. Hello, everyone. I'm Nebula. So, I am not in my usual location. As opposed to sitting at my desk, I am sitting in my bed because I was too lazy to like actually like get up and set up my streaming, get up and set up like my streaming like setup. So we're just doing it from my bed. Hello, hola, hello, M1023. I don't know how to say that name. Um, but yes, hello, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be today we're remaking a bunch of old songs. This is exactly what we are doing today. Yes, I remembered what we were doing. The two songs that I'm going to be focusing on today are going to be my songs "Written in the Sky" and "Frostbite." Um, we will be we'll be switching between the two. So yeah. Okay, let's see here. I should probably open the live chat onto my phone. So we're going to be doing Frostbite. Wait, before we do that, hold on. So I went to McDonald's today, right? And no, okay then. All right, M1023. I'll call you M. Is that good? Does M work? You will get nothing and like it. so I was at McDonald's today, right? And I had like the cutest interaction with an employee. So the employee did like the cutest thing. I mean, I don't know. So they were clearly like just started working there, and then so then my food was ready. She just looks at it, she looks at it, looks at me, and then shrugs, and then just goes, "Y'all food's ready," and it just walks away. I don't know what about that was so cute, but it gave me a little chuckle. Anyway, there was like there was a lot less to that story than I thought there was going to be. Nebula exit employee. No. Oh no. Not people shipping me in a McDonald's employee. I don't know if I could handle that. McNebula. No. McNebula. Oh. Sounds like someone, honestly, that sounds like someone shipping me with frickin' McCree from Overwatch, which I may or may not do unironically. Uh, collar tug. Music time. Oh yes, music, music. Kono yubi tomare, silence, so wakanaide. Yeah. Galactic Corgi, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are having a lovely Friday afternoon. Yo. You're good. That's great. So this stream isn't going to be as eventful as the Vocaloid streams usually are, only because we're going to be making music today. So we're gonna start with this, and then we're going to transition over to the remake for Written in the Sky that I have not started yet. So yeah. By the way, guys, if you don't know what either of those songs are, I suggest going on my stream. Going on my channel, and looking for the songs Frostbite and Written in the Sky. They're I think they're all right. I think they're pretty good songs. Why can't I find the freaking sample? Where? Why am I having such a hard time finding this? What? Okay, there it is. God. Why is the stream's being dumb? Do you like Prima? I love Prima. I think she's great. She's an opera queen and I love her. Okay. So, let's see here. Okay, so we got the. Okay, so now we got the sample part track part down. So now it's time for my favorite part. Working on the working on the other instrumentals. Not the instrumentals. Working with the other instruments on the song. But yes, I love Prima. I think she is, she's one of my, she's, she used to be one of my favorite Ingloids back when there wasn't a lot of them, but I still love her though. Actually, so for people in the chat, what are your who are your favorite Vocaloids? Because I've talked about what my favorite Vocaloids are. What are yours? Hmm. Yours is Prima. Prima's your first Vocaloid, really? That's a very interesting choice for a first Vocaloid. Usually, a lot of people. Usually, I've never really heard of anyone whose first Ingloid was Prima. That's very interesting. I remember. I remember. So a lot of younger. So I'm gonna sound like a real boomer right now. I remember like a lot of younger Vocaloid fans. I remember a lot of younger Vocaloid fans. There we go. Yes, I love her. It's a bitch sometimes, but I like her. Yeah, Prima can be pretty hard to use, especially if you're not using her for opera. She can be pretty difficult, even if you're not using her for her opera, for like opera and everything. Oh God! I accidentally pressed the space bar and the song started playing. So, um, so a lot of younger Vocaloid fans may not know this, but there was like a time when like we as I think like I think like the older Vocaloid fans were starting to get into Vocaloid for the first time, and like there was literally like four English Vocaloids to go around. I think when I got into Vocaloid, the most relevant English Vocaloid at that time, let's see here, Vocaloid 3 had started, so it might have been Ivana or Oliver, I think was like the first were like that's when like the first I think that's when like Vocaloid 3 I think that was like the Ingloid that had just come out because again there was a time when there wasn't that many English Vocaloids to go around. I mean there still isn't now, but there's a lot more English Vocaloids, a lot more English vocals to go around than there were back when I first got into Vocaloid, which I think is crazy. What's also really crazy is that a lot of people, a lot of younger fans, listening to a lot of younger fans talk about how Echo is their first Vocaloid song. I'm like, really? Echo? Not that Echo is a bad song or anything, but it's so like, but again, it's so crazy because like, because because at that point I had been in the fandom for at least like 3 years until that point, and then Echo comes out, and then or whenever the hell Echo came out, and it was like, and I'm just seeing comments, and then they're like, "Wow, this is my first Vocaloid song," and I'm just like, "Damn, I'm old." My first song from Circus was Circus Monster. I don't remember when Circus Monster came out, but I remember like Circus. I remember when Circus P first like started in the Vocaloid community, and it was like, and he was like, and everyone like just loved, and everyone like was like, I feel like Circus is really, uh, yeah, I don't know how to speak. Circus, yeah, Circus Monster was my very first Vocaloid, English Vocaloid song. Because at that point, I didn't even know that Vocaloids really existed. Because I thought Vocaloid was like solely just a Japanese thing. Speaking of Circus, he just went live. And from then on, I love English. Yeah, so one of my favorite English Vocaloids. So I never really paid much attention to English Vocaloids until Cyber Songman came out. Cause you know Cyber Songman in my, cause I mean yeah Cyber Diva was, I mean, cause I mean yeah, like Cyber Diva was a thing. But I felt like I never really paid much attention to English Vocaloids until Cyber Songman. Just because like I remember being like I remember being like in I remember being in high school, right? And someone tells me, "Hey, did you hear about the new Vocaloid that came that was announced?" And I was like, "Who?" I was like, "What?" I was like, oh, "He's got like a really dumb name, like Cyber Songman." And I was like, "Cyber Songman? Okay." And that's when I heard about Fighter, and ooh, I was blown away by how just clear Cyber Songman was. It was like almost like it was almost like I didn't like, it was very clearly like not a real person, but it was still like, wow, it's so clear and understandable, and that's something that you don't really see a lot in English Vocaloids. I think Cyber Diva was definitely a big step forward, but I think Cyber Songman was like really the that blew me away in terms of like, in terms of just how clear English vocals can be. They need love, not the original in English, and not just the Japanese voice banks for, hey, or English voice banks for the Japanese voice vocaloids. Yeah. Hey, Buck. Sup? Oh my God, is that worldwide superstar Buck P? Ugh, sign my face, please. So we okay. I think this is what I want, right? Why is it so not? Did I just do the Phantom of the Opera? In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came. That voice which calls to me and speaks my name. Sorry. I really just need like this real just long one long continuous string there. But yeah, but yeah, I think like I think like in terms of like English Vocaloids, like I think Cyber Songman was really the one that like actually got me interested in wanting to make in like English Vocaloids, like seriously interested in English Vocaloid. Ooh, when did you buy your first? When did I buy my first Vocaloid? So that's kind of a weird question for me because because technically the first Vocaloid I bought with my own money was Dex. Um, but Cyber Songman and Cyber Diva were like Christmas gifts along with Vocaloid 4. Uh, because I remember I was sick in the hospital and I was explaining to my mother what Vocaloid was I remember because I fired up Utao and my mom was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I'm just working on something." And then freaking they were and so then my mom and so then I was explaining to my mom what Vocaloid was. And so then she was like, "Oh, okay." And then she bought it for me on Christmas and I was like, "What? That's crazy." I cried that night. Like I cried when they were like when they bought me Vocaloid because I never thought that because like I genuinely never thought that I genuinely never thought that I would be able to like use Vocaloid because of the fact that it is so expensive. You know, so it was like so it's like yeah, thank my parents for buying me Vocaloid 4 and giving me that push to giving me that push to start becoming a Vocaloid producer. You know what? Maybe that's not what we want there. Yeah. Oh, real? Oh, really? Your mom, Your mom bought you. Oh, your mom bought you Tonio. Nice. The king of at symbols himself, Tonio. Uh, for those of you that don't know, that is a that is a joke because the at symbol for Tonio crashes the Vocaloid 2 editor for some reason. We might as well just put the EQ on the strings before I forget, because I will forget. Yay. Okay, maybe we can give this something louder, because, alright, maybe not this. As much as I really there, as much as I really, as much as I really want there to be violins on this. Also, filter. So on a to add a so to add onto that actually, um, so I had I know I've talked about this a million times on this channel, but I'm still gonna continue to talk about it. So I started out making Vocaloid covers with Cyberdiva, Cybersongman, and Dex, and I was really bad at it because I do nothing, because no one taught me anything about Vocaloid. Yeah, yeah, it's that's just how Tonio be. No, you're fine. You're fine, Ten. You're fine. You're fine. But it's very much I think that I think it was when Vocaloid 5 came out was when I seriously started to make music. Um, and of course, obviously, again, I knew nothing about anything. I never asked for help, which I think was probably one of my biggest problems, that I never really asked anyone for help on what to do. Um, I just sort of went in with the on the seat. I just sort of went in, and a lot of my song. I honestly, I think a lot of my songs got popular due to Dunk. I think some of the songs that did for me that people would know if they don't listen regularly to my music. I feel like those got happened with Dumb Luck, rather than anything. Because especially with Believe, uh, I mean, it's no longer my most viewed original, but it was for the longest time. And I remember releasing Believe, and I genuinely had no idea what I was doing. Like nothing. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea about mixing. I had no idea about tuning or anything like that. It was like, and somehow it got super popular, and it just encouraged me to keep going. And I don't, and to this day, I still don't fully understand why Believe got as big as it did. But you know, I guess it's just gonna be one of life's mysteries. You bought Vocally because you wanted to cover some of your favorite songs, and none of them were ever covered before. Hmm. Yeah, that also was a thing because I also was like really into making trans lyrics for certain songs. I was really interested becoming a trans lyricist back when I first got Vocaloid, and I felt like now that I had Vocaloid, I could actually like do that. But then I stopped. But then like I stopped once I realized how fun just making your own songs can be. Ugh, man. All right. So like my whole thing with but I'm sorry guys, I went silent there for a minute. I got way too into the zone. Uh but yeah, once I figured out how fun music making like actually was, I stopped like I sort of the Vocaloid covers sort of stopped, slowed, and then stopped like altogether. They're slowly starting to come back, but I remember there was like a time when like I just did not make any Vocaloid covers. Um, and a lot of the covers that I did were like, excuse me. I remember there was one cover that I really did that I released that I did that was a carryover from a Vocaloid 4 project that I was doing. It was a Delusion it was an English version cover for the it was an English cover for the acoustic version of Delusion Tax. And it was with Dex, it was in Vocaloid 5, and a lot of people liked that. I'm thinking of remaking I'm actually thinking of like remaking that. Don't you think she's perfect? Don't you think she's perfect? Do 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 All right. So, introduction, first verse, pre-chorus, all done within Lord knows how long. I'm not sure. But yeah, making music is making music is fun. I really did like I do like making music. So actually, now since I have your attention, not that I lost it to begin with, hopefully. Um, what are your so? What are your favorite songs? So which song? What song have I made? Have you guys enjoyed the most? I guess like anyone who's listening right now. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. Favorite lie, repeat I, melty land. Ooh. I don't think I've heard any of those actually. Maybe lie. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, so actually, all right, so y'all. So I have a story. Like I have a Karen story. Um, also, we're gonna switch song. Also, we're gonna switch. We're also gonna like switch songs. In a couple minutes here, but so I have a story for you guys. So I this was back when I was working at Michael's, right? Because I used to work at Michael's, and so I had a I had a customer, and so I usually like chat up with I usually like have like do like a little chat with all of the other I with all of the customers that I ring up, because if I stay silent the whole time, the job gets really boring. But then this time around I was like, but this customer talked my ear off, right? And so the whole time and so like the whole time I'm like exhausted from talking, so I decided, I'm not going to talk. The lady that came up before, the lady came up afterwards, she was like, "What, you don't talk?" And so then I sort of try to laugh it off. And so then once I give her her stuff, I ring everything up, and then I'm like, "Okay, ma'am, have a nice day." And then she walks off and she's like, "You guys have terrible customer service." And I'm like, "What?" What we like I'm just sitting here, and I'm standing here behind the register, and I'm just like, "What do you mean?" I didn't do any. Here's the thing: nothing in that transaction went wrong. Nothing went wrong. I just sat there and I sat there. I did not say a word. I think it's literally. She said, you have terrible customer service." because I wasn't talking. And it's like, girl, like what? Like sorry, I'm not like sorry, sorry that I don't want to talk to every single customer because it gets monotonous after a while. It's so, oh my god, I was so frustrated. I was so fucking I was so fucking frustrated. Like I was livid, honestly. I was like, you this mother fucking old wrinkly ass looking bitch. Like, I was so done. Freaking my coworkers. They were like, you did not look happy after she said that. And I was like, I'm not. You expect me to be? And they're like, no, we don't. All right, so up next we will be making we will be remaking Written in the Sky. I think we got rid of a lot. But yeah, like I was so frustrated. Like I could not like I was so mad because I'm just like, imagine going to, because like I hate entitled customers like a lot. I remember I remember we had a there was someone who called in and there was someone who called in and they were like, you have to, and oh my god, they called in, they asked if we had a certain item in stock. They were like, yes, but they didn't ask to reserve it for when they get there. So what? So okay, if you're doing anything, like if you're gonna reserve anything at, if you're gonna call into a store and ask if they have a specific item in stock because you want to purchase that item, reserve the item because because they're just because like you're just calling to ask if they have it in stock, and it's like, okay, but like just because you asked for it doesn't mean we're gonna save it for you unless you specifically tell us to. But that's besides the point. So we get okay. So we get a so there is a sorry. So there is this woman. She calls in, and she's like, hey, do you have? She's like, hey, do you have this item in stock? And I was like, yes, we do. And she's like, okay, great. And then she hangs up. She makes it so the last of that specific item she asked for sold out. And so then she was like, and so she comes to the store like I think like an hour or two later, and so then she's like, I thought you said that you had the item in stock. I was like, we did. Now we don't anymore. And she got super mad, and I was like, you want, and I was like, what you want? I was like, did you want us to reserve it? And she's like, yeah, that's why I called. And I'm like, you didn't. I was like, but ma'am, you have to tell us that you want to reserve an item before we can't, like, we can't just, you have to give us a name and you have to reserve the item and everything. It's like you can't, we're not we're not mind readers. Sorry. And she got super mad. She stormed out of the freaking. She's like, this Michaels has terrible service and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, ma'am, telling me that I'm bad at my job isn't going to make me reserve the item again for you. Like, but yeah, it was so crazy. Like it was just so ridiculous. Like just dealing with that woman because it was just like I don't get paid enough to deal with your stupidity. Like please, like I work, like I got paid like 8.50 an hour. Like I got paid like $9 an hour. Like that is not a like you would have to pay me more than that to like deal with some of these customer stupidity. Oh my god. Okay, so I had another. So this isn't necessary. So this next one isn't necessarily a Karen, but like it's like pretty, but it's pretty funny. So this person, so this woman comes. So this woman comes to the register, and she's like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Yeah," and so then she's like, "Hello, I'd like to make a return," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Do you have your?" I'm like, "Okay. Do you have your receipt?" And so then she's like, "Yes, I do." So I scan the receipt. And so then I ask her, "Okay, now, ma'am, where are your items? Do you have, okay, now, ma'am, can I see your items?" And she's like, "What do you mean, can you see my items?" And I'm like, the stuff that you're returning? And she's like, "Can't you just put the money back on my card?" And I was like, "Yes, but but we need the items that you're returning first." And she was like, "But I left them at home." And I'm like, "Well, then I can't continue with the transaction then because you have to come in, like you have to return the items that you bought if you're doing a return." And she got so freaking like upset at me, and she's like, "You mean I have to go home? I live an hour away, and you're telling me I have to go back home, and you're telling me I have to go back home and and go and get my items and return." And I was like, "Yes, ma'am, you have to do that." And she storms off, and I'm like, "What?" Like, how are you gonna, like, I don't know if other stores will do that, but not my store. My store would not let me do that. Like I probably would have gotten fired if that I probably would have gotten fired if I did that, and like my supervisors found out that I did that, to be fair. Oh god, now this is gonna be me trying to find all the loops that I used for in written in the sky. Damn. But yeah, it was just, but yeah, freaking like, y'all, if you're gonna go, like, y'all, if you're gonna go out, and if you're gonna like go out somewhere, just keep in mind, just please keep in mind that the retail workers there don't get paid enough to deal with your bullshit. They they really just make it easy on the workers, please. Like no like your proper etiquette. Don't get too like just don't make their lives any harder than they already are. Oh. Yeah, but yeah, I got so fucking mad at that. I got so fucking mad. Like I was like, this is so dumb. I don't remember that one. Anyway, that was a public service announcement. Public service announcement from Nebula. Please be kind. Please be kind to retail workers. They don't get paid enough to deal with your bullshit. God, where was the fucking... Is it even an electronic? I don't think... I think it's in-house, right? Actually, do we even need the house loop there? That's not gonna work. No. But yeah, just absolute clownery though. Absolute clownery. It's just so, and it's just so crazy how like how so many of them like think that like they're actually right too. Like it's why can't I find this god? Why can't I find this goddamn? Why can't I find this fucking? Interesting. Why can't I find this fucking? Interesting. I remember it's on. It's in the loop somewhere. Maybe we'll put a pin in written in the sky for now. So what do I want to do next? Well, actually, I could show you guys something that I finished recently. Show y'all a little something. Ugh. Ooh. So this was just me playing around a loop pack battle theme up there. That's something that I'm going to be making for like a non-Vocaloid related project. If I do end up deciding to go through with it and like actually like release it. It's non-Vocaloid related, although be knowing me, I'll find a way to shoehorn Vocaloid in there somehow. So here we wait. Are people talking in like the live chat and I'm just like not? Okay, no. Anyway, yeah, that's what, yeah, that's what it is. Oh man, ooh, it's ready for some Vocaloid. I'm ready for some Vocaloid. Be right back. Oh, okay. And I'm back. Hello. Vocaloid 5 is still rendering, as you can see. So you may be wondering, Nebula, what are we what are we covering? Well, I'll just let I'll just let Vocaloid I'll just let Dex explain it real quick when Vocaloid 5 finishes rendering. I belong West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads, almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Oh my god. Uh, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. No, okay. Enough of that. Let's let Deck. Let's let Deck sing that. Oh, that's right. Everything has like a vibrato on it, which is weird. Um. Oh, not everything has a vibrato on it. Okay, that's just weird then. All right. Whew. But yes, we are covering Country Roads. Take Me Home, Country Roads, because I heard this on. I heard this cover and I was like, I want to tune this and make my own version. Oh my god, this is great. Okay. Chris style. Yes, that's what I want. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger younger than the mountains, glowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Sorry. I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. Radio reminds me of my home away. Oh my god. Alright, Vocal A5 is having a crisis. Don't mind them. Alright. How many of you have heard the song Take Me Home, Country Roads? It's a meme. I know that. So someone here has heard it, probably. Yes, I did. That was my question. How did you know that? I'm just that damn good. As a meme, yeah. Almost heaven. Almost heaven. West Virginia. As a meme, yeah, I figured. I figured some almost heaven. I heard it. I think I heard it as a meme as well. It's pretty funny. I think I don't know why all the memes for this are so funny, but like they are. This song has no right being as funny as unintentionally funny as it is. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Blue Ridge Mountains. How long have we been going for? Ooh, we've been going for a while. Yeah. So hang on, let me finish tuning this part real quick. Because we are actually about to stop the stream. So Whirl with Ingloids is really tricky. The audio sounds weird. Yeah, they do. All right, y'all. Well, we are going. Okay, so y'all. So we are actually going to stop streaming for the day. Let's see here. We'll just save this. Let's label this as Country Road. So, if you liked this, if you liked this stream, please leave a like, comment, share, or subscribe, or do all four. I don't really care. Make sure you guys check out my channel for like all of my other stuff because a bitch needs the clout. And yeah. So if you guys, so don't forget to join my Discord server. We have a lot of fun on there. Well, when it's active, anyway. We have a lot of fun on there. We don't forget to support me on PayPal if you want if you want better stuff like this to be. If you want, if you want to see, you want to support me in my music, support me on PayPal. That's probably the best thing that you can do. Um, please, and also follow me on Twitter, follow me on Tumblr, follow me on Pillowfort if you want. And so I will see you guys next time. Oh, and by the way, how could I forget? At around this time tomorrow, my new song Overlord will premiere on YouTube, so don't forget to check that out. So, I'll see you